Kevin, pump this pump. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday night. Welcome to All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. Which, before we start, I always have to remind the audience that our show, All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show, is meant to teach and help, but the opinions stated by those of us on the show tonight are not that of Smiteworks USA LLC or Fantasy Grounds. We are here with a special guest tonight who we will introduce in just one moment. But first, let me say hello to my co-hosts. We'll start with the one you can see. Robin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Feared Fate is having a meltdown, like literally, not figuratively. It's like 70 million degrees in her house, and the AC's out, and she lives on the planet of the sun, which is not a planet. And so, how are you, Feared?
I'm okay. I took a cold shower that didn't really feel like a cold shower. It felt more like lukewarm. It's currently 83 degrees in my house, 84 degrees in my house.
Ugh.
There's fans all around me. There's window units all around me, and the cats are not crying, so that's a plus.
All
My
right, well,
poor
that's
cat.
good.
I feel so bad.
So we
Poor
would like to
kitty.
welcome our guest, who is a DM's Guild creator at least, and probably many more things that we're going to discover. And her name is Kayla Bayens. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm glad you're here tonight. I've never met you before, except for like the last 10 minutes. And Feared Fate was the one that was responsible for getting you on our show, so we're glad you're here. As we get started, would you like to please tell us what we like to ask everybody? Probably everybody who's in gaming gets this question on every show that's ever created. But how did you get your start, or when did you start gaming, and how did you develop into the gamer that you are now?
Oh well. So I started playing tabletop RPG games like 15 plus years ago.
Wow.
Math is hard sometimes. But started when 3E first came out.
Okay.
Back in those days.
So D&D 3rd edition, right?
Yep. Stayed in it until 4th edition happened and then disappeared into Pathfinder with a large majority of people.
Yeah.
And then came back for 5th edition. I've been DMing for most of that 15 years because in my group of friends, I'm the best bullshitter. That's
Nice.
a major element.
That is a good quality for DM, absolutely.
And so about 2 years ago, I decided I should probably start telling people about some of the stuff I've come up with. So I started a blog. And then a year after that, I was like, go big or go home. So I took on like 6 freelance projects all at once. Like anyone who would let me on one. And
why not? Just do it all. Exactly.
yeah.
Awesome.
So I started editing and designing, and now I'm here.
Excellent.
So.
I'm
Nice.
curious, since you said you went to Pathfinder, are you also playing Pathfinder 2nd edition?
I have not played 2nd edition yet. I
Okay.
actually just joined another 1st edition game. So I used to work for a indie tabletop company, Little Red Goblin Games, and they do Pathfinder supplements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been hearing a lot of things from them about like they're not super happy about 2nd edition at the moment.
Oh, because
the
it's
community
a whole
seems
new...
very split. Yeah.
they have to, because if you produce, adventures or whatever, it's a brand new thing, right? It's like similar, but nothing alike the 1st edition. Okay, well, so good. I think, unless Fury wants to go a different way, should I start with, I can show her DM's Guild. I have her page pulled up with her author name. I can show that.
Yes, let's do that first.
Okay, so let's do that. Which screen is it? Who knows? Nobody knows what screen it is. I'll figure it out. Right here. So
Any screen.
Any screen. I filtered only the Fantasy Grounds modules. Now Kayla has way more. There's PDFs of all the ones you'll see here, but then she's got.
Oh, hey, I converted that. Sorry.
Oh, you did Wisdom Under Fire?
I did live from Under Fire, yes.
Yeah, it was a great collab project. It happened like last minute. It was dropped in a Discord and was like, who wants to be a part of this? And we had a really quick turnaround on that project. It was very impressive.
I didn't
Yes.
see Robin's name on that one. Maybe
They didn't put my name in the author's field for the conversion, but I can 100% guarantee you I did the conversion. Like, if you buy it and open it up, my name's in there. So.
Okay. I did Demon Wastes, but I mean, actually, I didn't do it. My team did it. But we have that one, and then.
Nice.
Are there more, Kayla? I see that there's I only saw 5 Fantasy Grounds modules with your name on it. Is that right?
There are a few that are in process of being converted because like we just started talking some of the project leads and myself with I believe Grim Press to get it converted.
Right.
But those are the ones that are already converted enough.
Okay. So for those of you watching, I will put the link in the chat. That's the link that'll get you what I'm looking at here, which is the ones with Kayla Bayens that are virtual tabletop. Now, if you click on any one of those and you see her name like this, you can then click on her name, and it'll take you to everything, including all the PDFs. And some of them aren't Fantasy Grounds or whatever's happening. Some of them are in process, but that way you'll get a look at everything. And did you have a particular favorite that you were involved with, Kayla?
I really loved Adventures Domestic Handbook. It was a lot of fun to work on. I pretty much handled all of the mechanical bits of landowning and how to do things like if you really wanted to be a landlord, I guess you could be a landlord. And
cool.
How to grow things and build a home and like some magic benefits of having a homestead.
Okay, I love it. I gotta go.
Yeah,
buy it
everybody,
now.
anything that you can do that's like kitschy or unique or part of D&D that no one's thought of or hasn't ever bothered to write about, that people love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and there's so much in that book. Like we do owning a business and how to run it, even if you want to be like a mobile business, like have it in a cart or a wagon. We do romanceable NPCs in that book. We do several subclasses in that book that are related to kind of the more domestic feel. And we have a ton of magic items and stuff in there too.
Cool. Yeah, I see it says
I need
15 subclasses, 29
I need
NPCs.
I'm trying to buy it.
Robin's buying it right now.
I am buying it right now. If I can log in.
And then, I didn't look to see if you sent me anything in the thing yet. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, what'd you send me here? This is the Google Drive with.
Yeah, if you wanted to look at any of the PDFs, all of them are in there. And then.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, so you do have one solo project. The Dalliance is Monsters Companion Ghost.
Yes.
Right? Is that your only solo project, or do you have other solo projects?
So that's the only solo one that's in the process of being converted to Fantasy Grounds right now. I have a couple others, but it's not Christmas time yet, so I didn't want to like convert them yet. The ghost one seemed more appropriate to convert immediately since it's the month of spook.
You know what? It asked me for access. By the way, for those watching, I just put the slides on for a second because I don't want to give out. That might be a URL that isn't. Oh, I guess it is protected because it's asking me I need access. It's probably going to send you an email that says let Rob in. But I didn't want to show like unnecessary links that's going to give everybody access to your PDFs for free or something. I didn't want to do that. All right, here.
What everyone didn't see, she just did that little hampish shaw thing. She's like, whatever.
She's like, whatever, take it. Everybody just take it all. Yeah. No, you got to buy it and give everybody your support.
All right. I bought the Adventures Domestic Handbook for Fantasy Grounds. If we want to look at it, Rob, that's up to you.
It's really pretty. It has so much pretty art in it. Lydia did a fantastic job leading that.
It's so, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah,
it's like so my sort of style of things. So I like it already.
All right, let's open this up. Here we go. Now I can let everybody see. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Yes, 153 pages.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I mean, what I'll do is I'll just scroll down through it just to show. I mean, we're not gonna we the show would be 14 hours if we just let everybody read everything. But just to give you an idea, everybody going down through, and she kind of told you what's mainly involved in it and what the contents are inside. But yeah, this looks really nice. Lots of artwork I see. Easy to read. That's
that's cool art.
You'd be surprised how many PDFs I've seen that you can't even read them. Like they're fancy looking, but the font is wrong or the color behind the you can't even read it. This looks really clean and nice, so I'm very happy
Lydia
about
is kind of like a layout genius.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Yes. I had her do layout for me for one of my projects before, and it was amazing, really great. Highly recommend.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, Kayla, put you on the spot. But since you just said just let everybody have it, we actually do give away prizes on the show. So we'll do a couple drawings, and if you want, I'll get you, the person's email, and you can send them a free thing for a prize if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Cool. If she said no, I would have just done it myself. But most people, I forgot to tell her before the show we're going to give away prizes. Most people are cool with it.
No, how terrible! How dare you do that?
Yeah. Oh, I can't do that. Actually, though, there are cases where if you're not in control of the thing on the DM's Guild, you can't. It has to be the publisher that gives that away. But you can, if that's the case, you can see we can, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't mind buying a giveaway too either. That way, all the authors still get paid some money.
Yeah, and I'll do one too, just so that way
Cool.
the authors
All
get
right.
paid, and we
Very
can
good.
give a copy away. Whatever.
So we'll
Boom.
we'll do 3. I'll buy 1, and Robin and Fury to buy 1. We'll do 3. There you go.
Okay, but which ones are we going to be giving away, or should we give them like an option? Any of the
We'll
FG,
let Kayla decide which ones we can.
Okay.
She wants.
Oh gosh, I need to grab some dice.
Look at this. I'm just going and going. What page am I on? 90. I'm on page 100.
Yeah,
it's so awesome.
I told you, and then like the NPCs are all fantastic. We're actually getting ready to kind of do like a sequel to this book that's kind of coming out. That's all about romantical NPCs and how to deal with that.
Yes,
and has like awesome. 50 of them in there, and they come with like their own quests and how to build relationships with them.
That makes me think of there was a supplement for 3.5 where it told you like how long pregnancies were for each race.
Oh yeah.
And then all this other stuff. And
I remember that.
In this book, there's actually marriage ceremonies and dealing with pregnancy and stuff too in this one.
Nice. So if you get pregnant or knocked up at that one bar you've been at the tavern, this is what you
consequences.
Here we go. Here's some NPCs at the end here. Modifications for cooks. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Ooh,
all of those
in here.
All those pages you were scrolling past with the portraits are also NPCs. We just give them fancier pages.
Yeah. Awesome.
I see.
The stat blocks are done properly. Oh my god, some PDFs they don't do it.
That's amazing. And I'm looking through the Fantasy Grounds conversion right now too.
Do you want to share your screen, Robin, and show that?
Sure, I can do that. I think I can do that. Let's see. Did that work?
I don't think so.
No, that didn't work.
Oh wait.
I saw 2 walks.
Yeah, I did see something. Try that again. What about? Oh yeah,
is it
there we go.
Now? Okay,
yep,
all right.
See it.
So I was just looking through the reference manual mainly, but it's got everything separated out by chapter like it should. Here's the thing on marriage, family relations. Yes. This is the reference manual for it. I'm looking through right now. So here's the romantic relationships chapter, family relationships chapter, apprenticing, which is really cool. So you can have apprentices, it looks like. Owning a business. That's the part that I'm super excited about. So here's your business location.
I like the idea of the business on a card. The mobile business.
Yes.
Take it
Yeah,
with
it's
you.
like you're in the mall and it's one of those phone kiosks.
Yeah.
The
But they
kiosk
had
that everyone avoids
yeah,
eye contact
yeah,
with.
that's right.
Exactly.
Guild
Like, yeah,
halls
I'm
and
sorry, if you
joining
want to help us pay the
guilds.
cover.
Caesar's typing in
Um,
the chat divorce. That means he's going to buy all these right now.
buying land. And here's all the new character options, which is usually what a lot of people who buy Fantasy Grounds things are interested in. More meat and potatoes, whatever you want to call that. There's an artificer subclass, so that's really cool.
So, are there new backgrounds for this, or is there just
Yes, here's the new
Oh,
Ooh, there are
background.
There are new
6 new
backgrounds as well.
backgrounds. Whoa.
nice?
Devoted parent. That's adorable.
Aww.
Farmer.
Farmer, Joe Numbers.
Homebring. Oh God. I don't know how to use Fantasy Grounds. I'm kidding. Independent business owner, landowner, and a runaway betrothed. Yes, these are so
Nice.
awesome. I love these. This is
I love
genius.
that. I want to be a
And then
runaway.
here's all
I
the
want to be a
NPCs.
runaway betrothed in a game. You're damn right I do.
Yeah, this book kind of exploded very quickly because we were just supposed to do the very basic chapters like owning a business, marriage, land owning. And then we were like, but what if subclasses and
Yeah, and
but
then it
what
just
if
got
backgrounds
crazy.
and
I
but
love
what
it.
if
All right, awesome.
Ooh, these are so cool. Okay, I'm done. I'm
That's-
just excited.
That's really cool. Yeah, that is cool though. Let me see if I can go get the next PDF on the list so I can look at it. I don't know what I did. It's fine. Nobody has to worry. I'm gonna fix it.
Nobody
Um,
panic. Nobody panic.
Demon Wastes. Wizard. Wait, which one did I do? Go back here.
Some
Oh, the
wizard
Demon
something.
Waste. Wait, I have that one. I can open that myself. I can open the Fantasy Grounds one for that one. If I can go to my Fantasy Grounds campaign. No. Modules. I have to make sure it's in the right folder.
So while we're waiting for Rob to
Yeah,
do
while
this,
you're waiting for me to catch up to life, go ahead. I know Fury has a lot of questions.
Kayla, so what kind of games are you DMing right now? Because you said you
Oh,
want
God.
to DM versus, how many are you DMing right now?
So I was DMing one large, like 7 or 8 person group that split into 2 because of scheduling conflicts.
Uh-oh.
I see what else am I
That's
DMing?
very accommodating. Most DMs would be like, no, it's either this night or we're not doing it.
Well, so we used to all meet in person, pre-pandemic COVID Black Plagueness. And I
Black
mean,
Plague.
it was nice. We have like a table that expands out, so like we had plenty of room, and we would all hang out and do it. I'm fine with the smaller groups. I did not intend it for it to be like a 7 or 8 person group, and then I was like, yeah, no, you can join. No, yeah, totally, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I'm okay with the 2 groups, and it works well with the homebrew I set up, so they can affect each other. Because it's just mass chaos all the time, every day. That campaign setting is like, what if a dark magic circle tried to take power over all the planes and then got stopped by heroes? And that's supposed to be good, right? But they didn't stop the magic, so the magic kind of went awry without people to control it. And instead of taking control of all the planes, it just squished them all together.
Oh, God.
So now you have to deal with everyone and everything all the time.
Oh my God. That
Sweet.
sounds fun though.
It's so much fun. They never because when they travel, I can roll for the ground to shift under them to a different plane because everything's trying to fight for dominion all the time in the space. So they could just be walking down the road one day and then they're in the fire plane. Good luck.
That sounds awesome. I need to do this to my players.
It's a
So
lot of fun.
you guys can still see my screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can say it.
So here is Wisdom and Warning the Demon Waste. I'm gonna try to do it the way Robin did. So it does have all the, what does she say? It's got all the chapter headings and everything as it should. As it should. Artwork is great. And, see, that's what you need. How long is it going to
We
take to
love
explore all that?
That looks awesome.
So, we're talking about, and Kayla, you jump in if I just say something that's completely not right, as I'm wont to do. And what I do, I just love going to look at the artwork, but I try to keep with, for your sake, what's happening here. So, obviously, lore and information about all the areas. Labyrinth sidebar. I don't know.
Well, Kayla, you had mentioned that you did 2 of the adventures and the stat blocks that go with them, and those were for the Fiendfell and Icehorn Mountains, right?
Yes. Yeah, that is correct.
Oh, okay.
So
Here's Icehorn Mountains here.
Go straight to her.
So you did all these. Oh, okay. All right. Just calm down, Rob. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Here's the player map.
I picked 2 areas that one that could be like kind of a lower level, and then one that I was like, how crazy and insane can I get, and how close to death can I push people? Which is the Fiendfell.
That's sweet.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, and so let's see what else is.
Okay, I know that some people are a fan of color maps, but I like black and white maps. I think they're easier to read than the color maps.
I like some black and like that one. These are nice because they're very clear. Like you can understand what everything is. But sometimes, if there's like a lot of extra things, like acid pools and stuff like that, I like it if it's in color so that you know what it is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
but these are fine. These are really nice.
Color maps are actually really super hard to do. If you have to be
true, yes.
Like I'm a big fan of Mike Schley and a couple other people.
I like Mike Schley, yeah.
But it's just so hard to do color maps. Because to Robin's point, to make them look good. You know what I mean? Black and white maps are safer, which is better because then you don't, as a DM, you have to go, okay, guys, don't worry about, just, with a black and white, you never have to explain anything. It's just all right there in black and white. See what I did? I made it.
I see what you did there. Okay, so I have a question. I was writing down notes because I really want to smoosh the planes together. I don't know. You guys can't see that. Smoosh planes. Okay, that's my note. Anyways, I missed it. Did you guys say what level this adventure was for? What party level?
Icehorn should be lower level, and Fiendfell is a higher tier play. I don't remember off the top of my head.
No worries.
This might be it might be, the whole thing might be from level 1 to some kind of upper.
Yeah, I think the whole book says like 1 to 17 maybe, or somewhere around there.
Let's look.
Because we really went hard on the Demon Wastes and tried to make at least one adventure for everything that was a location on the map.
Yeah, so awesome. 2 to 17.
2 to 17. Cool, mm-hmm. Perfect.
Cool. All right, so that's one. I think when we give stuff away, we'll just let people pick from the 5 available Fantasy Grounds modules. That's what we should do, I think.
Works for me.
Yeah, that's fine with me too.
All right, so that's one I had. Let's look for another one. What's another one? Let's go to the...
While you pull one up, Kayla, I have a question. What was the hardest project that you worked on? What challenged you the most?
Wow. The hardest project I've worked on. I would actually say my adventure I wrote for Unbridled, because it was kind of like the first like full adventure I'd written, and it was on a kind of a tight deadline, but the lead for that project was amazing. I learned so much, and then from that project I did the Demon Waste one, and like I could tell the difference between like when I wrote the adventure for Unbridled and like how much editing and work had to go into that afterwards to like what I wrote for Demon Waste and how quick the turnaround was for that.
Cool. And what level was the adventure that you did for Unbridled?
I believe it was.
If you don't remember, it's okay.
2?
Tier 2. Okay.
After a while, everything starts to blur.
Yeah, I can understand that. Some
You know-
people are like, they just know everything they've ever written. They remember
Oh,
it
no.
forever. I am
There's
not
a
one of those.
reason I have a portfolio page on my blog because, like, I don't always remember. I'm like, did I work on that? Hold on.
Oh,
Oh, this
this
looks
is
cool.
oh.
Yeah,
So
it's
this
totally not themed to
yeah,
something.
Shard Wars. I see what you did there. Wow, I hope you guys didn't get in trouble by anything, but this is
I mean,
awesome.
we towed some lines, but we didn't cross any.
Yeah. So it's am I right? This is 5e Star Wars,
Yes.
basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is
I
exactly
love
what you're. I mean, you're
it.
not pulling any punches here with the like.
Yeah. I wrote the monk subclass, which uses not the Force because that would be wrong. And I helped co-write the Sun Saber workshop portion, which is totally not also.
Yeah. Right.
a
So there you go,
lightsaber.
everybody. Because everybody's. This has been for I don't know 15 or 20 years. I've been hearing people say. People's question would be, well, what about 5e Star Wars? And then everybody would just go, oh, we'll just play Star Wars then. And people are like, no,
Yeah.
I want to play 5e but Star Wars characters. So this is
Here you go.
not gonna break any lawyers in half, but this obviously passed the test. Look at this. This is so, and it does.
This
It looks
looks
like
so
you're looking at
cool.
like Edge of the Empire or any of those other games.
The background keeps making me think of like Starfinder for some reason.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it though. It's really cool.
Magic
Yeah, it was a
items.
lot of fun to work on, and we made so many jokes the entire time, like the team did with each other. Like, okay, like how many puns can we lay in this without, like, how close?
Yeah. So here's Way of the Breath, which Kayla did, and this is the monk class, which is not using the Force. It does have Force shield. I beg your pardon.
Yes, but force as in the type of damage
Right.
that you
The
get.
damage
Right.
time.
Not. Yeah. Not. Oh, I really like. Oh, I like that. And then she's not holding it. I love it. It's
That's
just there.
cool.
So we made that one. We tied in a lot of the Shard Wars stuff to Eberron because that was the big thing at the time.
Yeah.
And so, the shards that you get or that you find in Eberron that people are fighting over, haha, is how you make the Sun Sabers, and then Way of the Breath kind of ties into the background of Eberron as well. So we try to keep it in theme.
Wow,
Excellent.
this
But-
is a big one too.
Yeah,
Lots
it's
of-
87
lots of
page. The
pages.
PDF's 87, and there was a paladin
impressive.
class, and this is and then here's an adventure. It's got.
Yeah,
everything.
there should be 3 adventures, I think, in there.
And are
to get you
they?
started?
Is that team or those people that, including you, are they doing more of these, or have they yet?
We
further
have
adventures or anything?
not yet, but I do know that we've been talking about a second book of some sort for this.
Gotcha.
That Discord channel is always pinging on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, like, if people bought it and left reviews like, "Oh my gosh, I love this. I want to see something like XYZ," I'm sure I could talk some people into jumping on that.
So that means, anybody who purchases or gets it for free needs to leave reviews saying they need more.
Yes.
That's
Right.
the subtle hint right there. Always review your
Always
shit.
leave reviews. Yes.
Ooh. I don't know. That's like a.
Is that a blood elemental?
Yeah,
What was
it's
that?
like, the name of it is sapping mold. Which one?
Oh, cool.
Mold. Yeah, sapping mold, and then there's mold zombies.
That doesn't look like molds, but okay.
Friendly.
Very
That's
cool.
how they get you. It doesn't look like what it is. And then they
It
stick it
just
behind you, and
wants
now
a
you're dead.
hug.
Ooh, more owlips. I saw the owlip stat block. Rob doesn't like owlips
Why? Don't I?
Aw.
because you almost died by one.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
No, that was-
Remember?
I don't blame the Aleph. I blame you.
Oh, okay.
Friendly.
Owlips are brutal.
5e pickup games.
Yes.
Yeah, Tuesday's
I
game.
was wrecking everybody with an owlip. It was fun.
It's called. There's Kayla's blog. Everybody go. There's the link in the chat right now for you guys. It's called 5e Pickup Games or Robin tries to kill Rob every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wish I... Well, I guess I can make that bigger if I want. If I knew how to use a computer. Yeah, cool. I guess the reason maps fascinate me in particular is when I look at any map, even if it's a real map and like planet Earth, I go, oh, I wonder what's there. I gotta go look.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can live your whole life and never explore any map. Okay. Folder trunk.
A little gazer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I like that little hand-drawn one. The little hand-drawn map.
Yeah, that one was cute.
Allosaurus. Yep, so that's awesome. So that's there you go, everybody. It's called Not Star Wars. It's
Not
called
Star Wars.
It's called
Totally
Shard
not-
Wars. Yeah,
not
I
Star
forgot.
Wars.
I forgot the word totally. It's called Totally Not Star Wars. Awesome. Okay,
Gotta
let's see.
toe that line.
Let's see. We looked at this one. 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 Animal sidekicks. We didn't look at. Is that one of the things I have on the? Go look. Yeah. Of course, I don't know how to.
You
I
can
don't.
do it, Rob.
I can't. Only because you have confidence in me, Robin. Animal sidekicks doesn't. I don't think that one's there. That one's not in
Oh,
the list.
It might not be,
Okay.
but I
That's
can
okay.
put it in there.
If you want
It's
to,
okay. We don't need to know about those sidekicks. Oh,
yeah,
yes, we do.
I mean, based on all the other material, just trust me, everybody. It's awesome. All right. Well, we should do this. We should give away some prizes then.
Yes.
So, if you win, you'll be able to pick from these 5, everybody. These 5 ones here. And we'll do a contest where I'll put a timer and we'll just pull 3 names, okay, everybody? So get ready. Don't panic.
There's a question in chat for Kayla. Who is your go-to for editing while you're creating content?
So there's a couple people. I will forever love Adam. Adam did all of the insert Blake sidekick projects, animal sidekicks, the overarching adventure sidekick series, which we did a book of sidekicks for every adventure book that has been released for 5e. So, if you don't have enough players, go get one of those and play it anyways.
Rob, what
and
did you do? The chat thinks panic is the keyword right now.
No, the chat doesn't think that. One person typed it in, and then everybody's typing it, and it's not even
No.
started it yet.
Panic spreads.
I haven't even started it yet, you guys. I didn't want to interrupt you guys. It's not panic. Stop typing it.
But Adam's fantastic, and I was lucky enough to pick him up for my newest collab that I'm leading. We have 13 adventures coming out, twisted versions of
Wow.
princesses and fairy tales.
Oh yeah, I know that project.
Yes, and Adam is just killing it. Like, I go to sleep and I wake up and I have like 6 notifications on the Discord server that's like, hey, I edited this. Go check out my suggestions when you get a chance.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that one. I actually applied for that project, but I didn't get selected, which is fine. It's okay. No,
There's definitely going to be a second one because we had I was like, oh, maybe 10 people were apply or whatever. No, like almost 200 people
I
applied. And
believe
I was
it,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Is this applied
I don't
to
know how
work on it, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
So on the DMs Guild Discord sometimes, or on Twitter if you're following the right people, sometimes people will announce their projects ahead of time if they're looking for creators to collaborate with. So sometimes there's a sort of application process that you can take part in.
Way more people applied than I thought.
Yeah, I believe that. It's a really cool I lost my train of thought because I'm cutting Rob off. So
no, that's fine. You're talking about the Discord or just the fact that there is such a community?
The Princess Project. It's a
yeah.
really cool. I'm just having a word brain fart. It's a cool idea for a set of adventures. I don't know the word I was looking for. Okay.
Sue me.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy because we've got some great stories going on, and the Hansel and Gretel story is being written by a child psychologist.
Oh, interesting.
So like it's gonna be real dark.
Nice. I like it already. All right, let's give some stuff away. Okay, everybody, here's the thing.
Let's give some stuff away.
The word is Kayla. It's exclamation point Kayla. Don't fuck up. It's not panic, so stop typing it. And then I'll run a 1 minute timer starting now, and then maybe I will start. There we go. And then once it's, maybe the thing doesn't work unless it's, I don't know, weird. Whatever. The timer doesn't work. I don't understand. Here we go.
Oh no.
There we go. It's fine.
There you go.
And then once the timer runs down, we'll draw 3 names, and then you'll give them to me, and I'll distribute them between Robin and Fury, and we'll send you guys your stuff.
Yep.
And then Kayla makes money, and then like seemingly 1,000 other people. And because I saw the
and then
names
everybody
on
else
this project.
will go buy products from Kayla
Yeah.
and support her work because it's amazing.
Here, I'll cover my face up because nobody wants to see that. I guess, yeah, you have the whole thing on screen here for it to work. Okay.
It's okay. You can cover me up. They've seen enough of me.
Robin, congratulations for lowering your mic shield 3 inches so we can see your face.
You're welcome. Because everybody complains about it. So
yeah, normally this is how you see Robin whenever she's. So I was telling people I don't know the words. That's how she does it.
Oh, so like the secretary from Powerpuff Girls, where you never quite see her.
Or the neighbor in what was that TV show? Home Improvement.
Oh yeah. Wilson. All right, here we go, everybody. The 3 winners are Maticuri. Oh, Maticuri.
Hey.
What's up? Maticuri, Diablo Bob. These are all.
Hey.
we know all these people. And GWD.
GWD.
So there you go. So
congrats, everybody.
Each one of you, please send me in Discord. I think all 3 of you know what's up. Send me a PM in Discord telling me what your choice is and what your DM's Guild email is, and then I will see to it that you are prizefully compensated. This is a phrase I just made up. Prizefully compensated.
Okay, that link I just reposted is the link of all of her Fantasy Grounds content, or Fantasy Ground ready content. She has more content coming along. It's just, it's not there yet.
Right, and there should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 5 things on that page. And then you guys can let me know what you want. P.S. everybody, just because we gave the prizes away, don't run away. And as a reminder, we will be playing Jackbox TV games as we do on Sundays after the show's over. So stand by for that, everybody. So Fury, I know you had a giant list of stuff about Kayla. Did we cover all of that?
Let's see. We talked about her projects, what she did on them, her collabs, her journal. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless Kayla has more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, Kayla.
Cover everything.
I could honestly talk forever about tabletop stuff.
Well, if you
might
also
want to put a limit on that question.
No, there's no limit. There's no limit. You can go on for 14 hours. But if you want to also give out your socials or website or wherever people can go and find you.
Yeah. So you can find me on Twitter at justthinkingk. I post projects, links to everything there. I have a link tree in my profile in Twitter, so if you forget anything else, then you can at least find everything else again.
Link tree is awesome.
I am in several actual play podcasts, L5R1, which I talked to you guys a little bit about before we started. Gates of Orchid and Iris, and another one called Falling Star, which is a Firefly podcast.
Oh, sweet.
What?
Robin.
Firefly?
There's a Firefly system. It's Cortex.
Oh my god, no way.
Yes.
I need to look this up now.
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a Firefly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I always forget it's Weiss Productions.
Look how
They
happy
do
she is. Look how
Firefly.
happy Robin is.
They do Firefly, Leverage, and like several others that they made into tabletop games.
I
wow,
need
cool.
this
Yeah.
now.
It's so much fun. It's very in theme, and you really feel like you're whatever you want to be. I am an orphaned, chaotic mechanic.
Do they have
Nice.
MacGyver things together
Nice.
and hope that it works.
Does that system have any tips on speaking Changlish for role playing?
No, but they do so they kind of ripped the pronunciation off of words, like the inflections, I guess, off the words. But it is written like you're in the Firefly verse, so
Yeah,
there's like
that's
a
cool.
lot of like Mandarin mixed in with it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
For just about everything. Yeah. I've made things like a Frankenbike, which is I took a engine off of a forklift and I stuck it on a bicycle, and I was like, this will work, and I rolled well enough where it works, and so I went off a ramp and into a ship.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And
I
I
love
was
the
like,
whole
I
idea of
won't
that.
die.
No, that's
so
yeah,
awesome.
Diablo Bob, you're right. If you're telling everybody I want to be the ship's sex slave, that's right. That's Firefly. It's called Companion, sir. It's Companion.
Yes, companion.
Yes.
And I'm ready
Licensed
to take
companion.
on the challenge. And let's face it, I'm old enough now, male or female, whatever, doesn't matter. As long as it fits, it's fine. It's fine.
Good for you. All right,
And then
so
I'm not gay, but
any
for the right
questions?
price.
I'm
I
gonna-
mean, you know.
I'm gonna let chat throw questions at me because, like I said, I could talk forever about this.
Yeah,
stuff.
ask away,
yes,
everybody.
chat, ask your questions. Fire away.
Wait. I do have a controversial topic question. Kay, which virtual tabletop system do you use?
So that depends on the game. I use Roll20 for a couple of them. I tried Astral just because I was like, what if it good? And then I was like, learning curve too high.
Oh.
Like it's got bells and whistles. It's fancy. It's just the learning curve is very high for that one.
You know what's funny is everybody says that about Fantasy Grounds. Yeah, I said it.
Mhm.
Anybody, when you see Fantasy Grounds for the first time and you start playing around, they're like, oh, the learning curve. And then after they do it, they're like, worth it. Like, so awesome. And I don't know I've never used Astral, and I
would say Astral might be like that if their like UI was more intuitive.
Yeah.
But it's not. So like
well, we like that. We're Fantasy Grounds fans, obviously. And then I tried. The other day I made a character on Foundry, which I didn't like and I had somebody who was leading me through it, so I didn't get lost because I had a helper. But I mean, there's what Doug Davison says is there's a place for everyone.
Yeah.
But what else?
There's a VTP for everybody too.
Yeah, but Fantasy Grounds
there's a
is
new
just...
one that I can't remember the name of. But shout out to Jess Pendley because she dumped all of their publishing stuff, Underground Oracle Publishing, onto that new system. So I mean, if you want a crap ton of stuff, go check out Jess Pendley.
Cool. Hey, what's up, Richard?
Material.
Oh, Tillendale 28 is like a 2016 Rob Toohey. He said Rob taught me basically everything I know. All my players think I'm practicing dark magic crafting content. Coding for Fantasy Grounds. Yeah, yeah, well, we're obviously Fantasy Grounds fans here, but we know like Roll20's browser based, and so for what I don't know the reason myself, but that's very popular among the kids, I guess. I don't know.
Whoa, now
with 5e, it's really popular right now because they did the D&D Beyond extension, like Lincoln.
Oh, right.
So you don't even have to
do
your characters or anything in Roll20 anymore. You can just do it all in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
All right, there's a question in chat for Kayla.
Okay.
From Diablo Bob, Kayla, how do you feel about druids in 5th edition in your campaign?
So I'm for it. I like I said, I do a lot of homebrew stuff. So since my world currently for the like 2 of the many games I'm running is weird, I help my druid out, I wrote up a rule set for them to learn more wild shapes.
That's cool.
Because they came across things like flying sharks and baby raptors and things that they
flying sharks.
Yeah.
Sharknado,
So,
you gotta have
that.
it. Right, Sharknado waiting to happen right there.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm waiting for when she gets high enough level to get a fly speed, because she's probably immediately going to wild shape into that.
That sounds cool. I want flying sharks now.
Yeah, so I give them a lot of weird things, and I always work with my players with whatever they're playing with, to kind of expand on it. Like the ranger, I made a mini griffin for their animal companion, and I changed the rules on animal companions because I feel they're underpowered and quickly become useless in the power curve. So I have the companion level with the ranger in a couple ways and get some cool feats and things as they get higher level, as the bond deepens, or however you want to put it in the game.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Just as bizarre as they want it most of the time, I just go ahead and figure it out, which is why the blog happened, because I was like, hey guys, I have so many rule sets for so much stuff. Please take some of this.
That's awesome. So do you enjoy the blogging, or do you do it just sort of as like a repository for yourself, or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I like it a lot. So like I end every blog post with like, thanks for coming to my rant. Because like I'll just pick a topic or something will happen in game. And I will just sit down and I will just start to finish, just keep going and not really stop, and then just be like, okay, no more explanation. I'm done.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do a blog, just stream of consciousness, no editing, just one time through whatever I think, and that's that. I think that's
cool.
the most fun. And I think people, I used to get people that would tell me, hey, you write like you talk. And then I was like, doesn't everyone do that? Is that not a thing? And they're like, no, people try to like have correct prose and go back and edit and try to, I had a dangling participle I had to get rid of. I don't even know what that means. But I like the idea of you just sitting down and going, okay, here it is. Thanks.
Well, and then I started freelancing, right? So like freelancing, I had to edit the crap out of everything. I had to pay attention to the style guide. I had to do all that stuff. But blog, I don't have to, because like I started it and literally I was the only one reading it to start off with. Now there's a lot of people reading it, but I still treat it like I'm the one reading it, or maybe like one other person's reading it. So like it's just kind of like a jumping part to get a lot of people started, or to like help people feel more comfortable into like home brewing and being a DM. Yeah. I'm almost wrapping up a series that's like, okay, but what if a disease became infested or corrupted by magic? Like, how would you deal with that? I did the most popular post, and I don't know why, in history of my blog is my Dogs of D&D post. I went through and talked about the different canines and canine-like beasts, and how to run them tactics wise, and also what to do if your players adopted them. And I don't know how or why, but it is my top viewed post every single day.
People want to see stuff like that, You never know. Something you think is going to be popular, it'll be the other thing that you didn't think was going to be popular.
Right.
Yeah.
You hit the gold mine, though.
Yeah, like, and it was weird too. Like, I posted it in like 2019, but like when quarantine happened is when it like took off.
Oh yeah.
I'll get like 600 views a month on that one post. I'm like, do you guys just type in like canine D&D? Like, what are you searching?
A lot of it could be too, though, that somebody says to their friend, "Oh, you got to just go read this thing. I can't even explain.
Yeah, go read this."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
I do that all the time.
Warg, go read it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's cool. I send my husband links like all the time. I'm like, hey, here's this thing about rogues in D&D, because he's always playing a rogue. So I could see that being a thing.
Yeah, and then I'm on TikTok kind of too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, whatever. I'm on TikTok too. So I was scrolling through TikTok and someone was like, hey, it'd be really cool. I really want to play a barbarian that heals, like rage healing. And I was like, I could do the thing. Should I do the thing? I could do, and then I did the thing. So I wrote a subclass for this TikToker. And I was just like, well, this is a raging healer now.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Fun with it. And that will be on the
That's
blog
genius.
later this week as free content because I just got bored and made it.
I love
Jared
that.
said that's how she found you, was on TikTok.
Yes, I believe because my girlfriend was like, this person. And I was like, oh, okay.
Exactly. It was stupid cute. I was like, I mean, if you have a partner that's going to support you that much, to where they put a wonderful ad about you in their TikTok, and I'm like, I found it. I'm going to contact them, and yeah, that's how I found you.
That's awesome.
I'm going to reverse it on her now, though. It's still tabletop themed, but if you go follow at rainbow_tiefling, I have this challenge where if she reaches 1,000 followers, I will sing the parodied song of part of their world that I did for a campaign as a bard.
I love that. I'm gonna go
How
find
close?
it now.
What are the numbers at now? Do you know?
I think she's close to 700 at this
Oh,
point.
it's gonna happen.
Oh,
Get ready.
I just heard her scream at me through the door because she heard me say that on stream.
That's awesome. Well, I forgot what I was gonna say just right now. See, I'm super old.
That's what happened to me earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, brain.
I had the threshold, the thing where it's called threshold syndrome, where you're walking through your house and you go from your living room to the kitchen, and when you get in the kitchen, you're like, why did I come in here? That's my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
That's like every 10 minutes. So forgive me. Anything else we didn't cover that we need and we got all the questions in the chat, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
until I tabbed away.
I haven't seen any more questions come up on chat, so we're good there.
All right, well, very good. Well, so Kayla, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for coming to the show. We were so glad you were here. Feel free to give us a shout out if you've got new stuff in the future and you want to come back. No one's ever took me up on that. I'm just kidding. But
that's not true.
I know it is not true. So thanks everybody for watching, and we will end the stream like we do on Sunday nights. For those of you that might have not watched before, what we do is we shut the stream off, and then like 5 minutes later, we come back and we're gonna play Jackbox TV games for a little while, and you're all invited to do that. And even if you're just in the audience, most of the games can have literally 10,000 players. I'm not even making hyperbole. That's really true. So if you're watching and you're in the chat right now, you can play. Any final words from my co-hosts?
Shit. I don't know. I need an AC.
Shit. Wait, what did you say?
I need a new AC unit. So if you want to, slip me a $10 here or there, I'm just kidding. I don't
Stop it.
A new AC is at $10? Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Kayla,
fund me or something.
I just wanted to say that I'm a fan of your work now that I've gotten a chance to see it, and I'm really sad that I hadn't really looked into it before. But I really hope that you become even more successful and keep growing so I can see more content of yours.
I'm working on it.
It's amazing.
And real quick before we go, everybody, next week we'll be going through Gun Bunny Fufu will be here to take us through Rifts, the Tomorrow Legion Player's Guide, which is a Savage Worlds thing, which is usually we're all about 5e here, but we're not so uppity that we can't talk about other rule sets. So join us for that next week. And thank you to Kayla. Thank you to my co-hosts. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. And wow, when's the last time I used folks to call the audience? Wow, it's over.
It works.
So thanks again, and good gaming, everyone.